Two different colors.
Yeah, it's two different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're made the same, just one's different.
I
Shade
guess
is different.
these would go pretty good with that, wouldn't it? No?
I don't think so.
How about one of these?
I say that and there better.
This one?
Yeah, see, look at it.
Alright, now how about these right here too? On the sleeve right here. See, it has a button.
That'd be okay.
Oh, no, don't either. I could have sworn it had a round bottom. But I guess it don't. That's okay. It ain't, it's the same shirt. It's the same shirt, so we can handle that. Alright, now, I do want to get a strip for the bottom here. So let's put this back. And, oh, let's see, am I going to have two? Let's see if I can get it out of this.
Next one is titled, Where is the New Colt? Hi Steve, thanks again for your platform, for me to share my life experiences with the people. This one happened when I lived in Tennessee. I was sorrel mare, due any day to deliver a new addition in my new barn at the top of a hill overlooking the river. There was a cave between the barn and the river that had a spring flowing out with a waterfall that helped add to the fresh, clean river. Tater Cave had been used for years by early people or root crop storage, and near the rear was a natural chimney hole which I had T-posts and barbed wire to keep it safe on the hillside. One morning, I woke and found the mare making a huge ruckus and went to the barn to check her out, and I found her. The afterbirth and no colt. The gate had a gap of about 18 to 20 inches at the bottom. I immediately set out to locate the new baby, looking everywhere with no success, and I heard a calm voice say, "The cave, check the cave," in my mind.
Alrighty, I have one sewed down, and we want to make sure that we get the corners sewed down. I'm not too worried about one side because it will probably end up being cut off. Alright, I have a ruler. That looks like the back. No, that's the back. Lay it down kind of in the middle, and I'm going to turn it over, and I am going to go down with it like that. Alright, now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to iron it the rest of the way down. Now I'm going to turn it again. I'm going to put this on this side, and I'm going to turn this one up and slowly iron it down. Okay. And iron it down. Take one side, turn it up a little bit, and iron it down. Alright, now I got those. Now, I want to play with this right here, and I need a bag so I can put these pieces in it. I'll put it in a bag. Yes. Alright. Now, I want to take... Ooh. I missed part of it. No. No. I did. Alright, I'm just want to go over a little bit. Alright, this is the front. Okay. And then this one. Come on. Now, I want to sew this one down to this one, and this one down to this one. Now we got a curve we're going to have to play with.
About a 20-foot plus drop to the bottom. I climbed down the bluff, got to the bench where the cave opening was, and went in, and sure enough, there lay the colt motionless in the cold spring water. I just knew he was dead, but to my amazement when I touched him, he looked up at me like, "Mommy?" I snatched him up, took him the long way around, and back to the barn where his mom was, delighted, and he immediately stood and went in for his colostrum. It actually brought tears to my eyes, as I had expected a coyote bear or the fall to have taken him. Then I heard, "He'll be fine." Wow, just wow. I went to the bluff and shouted, "Thank you." And I got 2 tree knocks in return. What? Some are good and some are bad. Thank God for that one. The colt grew to 50.5 hands, bright copper with a blazed face, gated too. Lived to 29 years old, and I miss him now. Someone said there is something about the outside of a horse that is good for the inside of a man, and they are right, Dave Abbott. Yes, they are right. They are right about that. Isn't that bizarre, isn't it? I go and hug my horses all the time. Feels good. It's like instantly grounds you. It's kind of weird. All right, what do we got here? Here's another one. New information that I never heard shared. Why you don't get away once captured is the title of this email. Hi Steve, I currently live in Lakemont, Georgia, which is the northeast corner of the state. My home is against the Chattahoochee and Oakley forests. I haven't had any contact while living here yet, but can feel that it is coming. I'm not far from where Scott Carpenter did his research. So I have so much to share about a lifetime of paranormal experiences that it's going to be hard to get it all into one email. How long is this sucker? It's a long one. Alright, I'm going in. This includes UFO encounter / experiencer, multiple paranormal experiences, and a lifetime of research into all of it. I'm now 63 years old and ready to talk because I don't give a darn what people think of what I share anymore. One of the benefits that come with getting older. So this email I will share my first Sasquatch experience and follow up with another email with a story that will include photographs and video evidence. I have video of them as orbs. Alright, looking forward. Here's my challenge to you. So far, everyone that promises this stuff never delivers. You might be the first. First, let me start by saying that I was born in Northeast Ohio, where many of them are seen. They are called the Grassman, mostly in that area, and also Bigfoot. Camera's slipping down in it. For as long as I can remember, I've had psychic ability. I bring this up for a reason that I will get into later in the email. Bracket. Also, I had a NDE at 1 year old from pneumonia, as I was told by my mother. She said that I was different after that. Talk to people not there, etc. Add that to your research. I thought that everyone saw the things that I saw, and I had the abilities that I did. I've heard that sentence a few times over the years. The reason that I bring this up is that I have discovered that Sasquatch is very much a spiritual being as well as a physical being. That's actually without a doubt at this stage of the game. This is why they can't be seen by many people.
2 different colors.
Yeah, it's 2 different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're made the same, just one's different.
I
Change
guess
is different.
these would go pretty good with that, wouldn't it? No?
I don't think so.
How about one of these?
I say that and there better.
This one?
Yeah, see, look at it.
Alright, now how about these right here too? On the sleeve right here. See, it has a button.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
Alright, let's see if we can't put this part on here.
When you have psychic abilities, it's almost like you are a light bulb that attracts them to you, like moths to a flame. I've had other people that study this topic reinforce this opinion too. From my research and encounters, what I have learned is that they are telepathic, mind speak, interdimensional, and can disappear/appear right in front of you. Can control their body temperatures, such as the G Tummo.
Alright, this is pretty sides up. Now, with this one, we're going to want to put the tab down here at the bottom and sew it up that way. But first, we're going to go ahead and turn it over. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so I can pin it. Alright, I think what we're going to want to do first is sew, let's see, no, we are going to go right here, and right beside it, we are going to sew it down how it is. Alright, they have it flat right there. So we are going to do it flat too, right here. Alright. Let me see. If I take this one and sew it down flat that way, it will have to be. Oh, come on. Let's get it right. This one's on top, and this one's on the bottom. Yep. So we're going to want to put this one on the bottom too. Try to make it look the same. Alright. I'm going to want to put this down this way, like this. I'm not going to worry about down here because the other one will hide it. Alright, I am going to go ahead and cut this off up here, and I'm going to sew this down and this side down.
Practices of the Tibetan monks. They are ancient and live to be hundreds of years old. There are good and bad ones, and they can become orbs of light.
Hey, our lawnmower's gone.
Your lawnmower?
Yeah, the lawnmower's gone.
I wonder who stole the lawnmower.
I don't know.
Oh, well, they stole a piece of crap, didn't they?
Yeah, don't think Jonathan did. Had we told him it wasn't working?
Uh-uh.
Now he'd have asked before he took it.
Yeah. Jonathan would have asked.
Huh. I thought it was there this morning.
I have no
It
idea.
may not have been, but it's gone. Huh.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I guess I might have to get cameras to put on the house.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that we have to do that.
Yeah, especially living in town. You think the fucking police keep you safe.
Yeah, you're
I ain't even
funny.
gonna call them because it'd be a waste of time.
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah, if I even call them, it'd be a waste of time. Now, if I had a camera where I could show them,
Yeah.
it's just a lot more. I know they're about $150 now.
Yeah.
I guess we could. I need to get one that will work anyhow, don't I?
Yeah, but we don't need to leave it out there.
No, we'll have to do something different. I guess I have to start chaining it to the porch.
Yeah.
No, they'll just cut it.
Yeah.
I guess I guess what I need to do tomorrow, I'll get out there and do it, I guess. In the morning. Is make a spot to where I can put it in the building.
Right.
I'll just get one that the thing will fold down.
Yeah.
So I don't need but just a little bit of space.
Yeah.
And we'll lock it in the building. Yeah. I might be able to get one from Aaron's and not have to take a bunch of money out.
Yeah, that might work better.
We may have to do that.
Yeah.
They go interdimensional with a popping sound and can come right into your home this way. Just name a few abilities. Still not sure if they are descendants of Nephilim, but seem to have the abilities that you would expect a fallen angel offspring to possess. However, this would not explain why some are good, as you would think anything Nephilim is of evil and thereby not good. So my personal opinion is that they are a species of Earth guardians some might call the Watchers, that have been present since the beginning. This would explain some of the divine abilities that they command. Still also having a hard time wrapping my head around why even the good ones are so scary sometimes. These are the things that make you go, Well, this email's already getting long, so let me get to the first encounter. This encounter happened on a Friday afternoon in August of 2004. I was on a boat owned by a good friend. Bracket, I have included a hand-drawn layout of the boat marina to help make sense of the story. We had the boat docked and we were cooking out on a small grill that was on the walkway of the dock while playing music. Her boat slip was number 5. We were laughing and joking. While dancing around in bathing suits, as we pretty much had the area where the boat is docked to ourselves, her boat slip was located off of a small peninsula that you need to take a barge/raft shuttle over to from the main marina. The back of this peninsula abutted a large cornfield/farm with the best sweet corn you ever tasted that was ready to be harvested. At the entrance to this section of dock was an old apple tree, just ripe with apples that were so good, and deer everywhere. So in this instance, what we probably saw was a Sasquatch/grassman that had migrated through this area for years, knowing this time of year had good abundant food sources. There are stories going back at least 100 years of what they called the Berlin Monster. As the lake we were on was the Berlin Reservoir, I include on the picture that there was a bridge that goes over Bettel Road, just about a half a mile east of where we had our sighting. There was a previous encounter by someone about 10 years ago that reported that they saw a Sasquatch cross the road about 7:30 p.m. with a live deer over his shoulder. One thing they mentioned is that the deer did not have any feet attached, as though something they had just been twisted off. As though something, sorry, that's what it's how it's spelled. I never heard anyone mention this in the videos on your channel, but I think this is one way that they capture something, that it is prevented from getting away. That'd be kind of creepy. I don't know if I've ever heard about that one. They rip legs off for sure, but just not killing them and twisting feet off so they can't get away? Don't know. It also brings to mind stories I've read about shoes with feet/leg bones being discovered in the Vancouver, British Columbia coastal area beaches. It's hard to run with no feet. Yeah, there was a lot of feet that washed up on the shore on the beaches right over here. One runner with a foot in it. Not both feet, always just one runner, 1 foot in it, and multiple for a couple years there. It was bizarre. No answers came of it. The story fizzled away, as usual. Anyway, while we're eating, we started noticing rocks hitting the dock. They progressively got bigger, and my friend thought maybe it was her son doing this. He was known to be a big practical joker, and we thought that maybe he had come out to mess with us. She yelled out, "Stop throwing those rocks before you hit the boat." My friend is the type of woman you listen to when she yells at you. So the rocks stopped, and then we could see a very large pine tree just being violently shaken. He was at least 50 feet tall, and we could hear something growling really loud and deep. The kind of subsonic growl that you feel as well as hear, like a lion at the zoo makes. This made both of us pause, and we unhooked the boat, getting ready to head out into the water if needed. While I was looking at the tree, I saw what looked like a large, pixelated figure, at least 8 to 10 feet tall. All that I could think of is the Predator movie when it would cloak. The strange thing was that my friend could not see this. I have since over the years heard of other people mentioning this phenomenon. I also had this unexplainable urge to go to the apple tree that was at the entrance to our dock. I almost did, but somehow managed to shake out of what I felt a little like a trance before I got out of the boat. It also helped that my friend who saw me going to get out of the boat said, quote, "What in the hell are you doing? Don't get out of the boat. You don't know what's out there." By this point, it was getting a little dark, so we decided to call it a day. My friend called the marina and told them what was going on, and the owner, who was a veteran, sent a couple of his dock hands over to the peninsula/island where we were to check things out. They came to the dock entrance and waved to us to come up. There's a small trail that went through some trees to where you take the barge/shuttle across the little inlet river. And to our amazement, there was a large tree bent over the trail. They asked us if that was there when we came out, and we told them no. You had to climb through the branches to continue on the trail. They were discussing that they were going to have to come back with a chainsaw to get the tree out of the way. One said he wasn't coming. Well, it was dark, almost like he knew something. There was a very creepy, ominous presence as we were heading back. The most amazing part of the story was the very next day the local paper, the Warren Tribune, had a picture that taken by the farmer that lived at the cornfield next to his peninsula on the page of the Saturday Society section, showing an 8 to 10 foot Sasquatch walking through his cornfield. Mind you, red corn is anywhere from 7 to 8 feet tall in August. The picture showed a black grassman/Sasquatch, and the corn only reached shoulder height on it. It had a typical cone-shaped head that sat right on large trapezoid neck/shoulders, and it had to be 5 to 6 feet wide at the shoulders. I'd cut out the article showing it to a friend while riding on the boat the very next day. We told another friend about our encounter, and they wanted to go back out to see if we could see it again. She lost her grip on the article as the boat was moving fast. I thought, that's okay, I'll just get another one from the newspaper's archives, and guess what? When I went to search for it, that was the only day missing in their archives of newspaper. Of course. I also went that Sunday, when we came back from boating, to a local convenience store where a relative worked and asked if she had copies of the Saturday paper, and she said no. And that it was strange that the paper delivery guy came back out Saturday and said that he had to pick up all the unsold papers, even though it was still Saturday. She said he mentioned that he wasn't told why, just that the order came from very top bosses. Usually they put any unsold papers in the back, and they're picked up with the next delivery. Yep, I wonder how long it took these deep state idiots to contact the office and tell them they aren't allowed to share this stuff. Probably the same reason that when I had a UFO come over my house in the same area in 1974 that was witnessed by 9 people, including police, it wasn't allowed to make the newspaper. Plus, once I became a MUFON investigator years later, and I tried to find a copy of the police report, but I could not find one. I could not find one had ever been filed. I was permitted to research in the box that would have been the month/day of the sighting. Nothing. Can you imagine? This is the control these dark bastards have on everything. From much research and having been a MUFON investigator, hearing some inside stuff from the organization. Also, I am not a fan of MUFON. They are a 3-letter operation, just so everyone knows. Yes, MUFON takes Sasquatch reports too. I've come to believe that the bad ones are genetically made by the secret space folks that are also high-level Luciferians. These same a-holes also control the man-made UFOs and run the black op projects that exist in the underground domes. They breed them to be super soldiers, and they also work with the Draco reptilians. They come from the sky, aka the Anunnakis. Also, these beings are not extraterrestrial. They are the lizard people. They go back all the way to the beginning. They are the seed of the serpent and have space-age technology and abilities. Probably the builders of the pyramids, except that they're found all over the world. That is why you see lizard beings on the walls of the pyramids in Egypt and Mexico / South America. The same group, this some call the Illuminati, control our current government and are pushing for the one world order agendas. The bad ones are dropped off by the man-made UFOs or left out of the domes and allowed to hunt just like you would let your hunting dog out for a run. Many of these domes are located near national parks. That is why many people go missing in these areas. When a good Sasquatch runs into one of these, they will kill them, as well as the dogmen that they make. Dogman werewolves are also in the bloodline lineage of the Illuminati families. Follow the Jessie Czebotar stuff. Czebotar? Sorry guys, Czebotar stuff. She shares that George Bush Sr. was one, and that his secret security name was Timberwolf. Yeah, I know. Crazy. That is why the owners will come in by Black Ops helicopter and do the kill raids on the good ones. There are YouTube videos where this is discussed by witnesses. One was a story told by a park ranger that witnessed a raid. You'll never have someone come forward about this. That is part of the raids, as these groups are elite, high-level Luciferians, and some aren't even human. They're bred from birth to be in these groups, so coming forward will likely never happen, as they are usually suicided if they try to escape the system. Well, that's enough for now. I'll send another story with pictures and video next. I think there is enough to digest from this email. I waited to send this to you until I knew that you're ready to wade into the really dark, deep water. Most will think that a lot of what I have shared is the ramblings of a mad person, and that's okay. I've been studying this stuff for years and thought it sounded crazy and unbelievable when I first heard it too. Thankfully you do. You put yourself and your family on the radar of the assholes. Sorry, sheep.
Alrighty, we will work on the flaps the next video. I wish this right here would have went straight. I don't know why it didn't. It should have went straight. I'm not going to worry about it because the button will pull it over. And I'm only going to put like 4 buttons on here. I don't know. See how many I got left.